Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, and today we are taking a look at Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U. This is going to be one of my first series off of the Wii U or any captured devices here, so I just want to give you a good look at the game in general. It is one of my favorite games from the Wii. I'm very excited to pick this up early on. I've already done a lot of the preliminary things, as you can see from, say, my equipment. I have the bone hammer which I made. I did pretty much all the opening boring quest, but, well, I mean, a lot of the tutorial, which takes about an hour and a half to get through, even if you're experienced. But what we're going to do here is just start with some basic questing, because Monster Hunter is all about going out, doing missions, coming back, getting loot, making new gear, and the cycle continues. So let's start with the quest where you kill something jaggy, which are tiny little enemies here. Let's see here, this is for the farmer here who says, look, these jaggy have been going around getting my farm. So let's jump in. I know this isn't a huge introduction, but I have a feeling we're going to be able to talk about it a lot as we go. So get to take my bone hammer and get to go beat on some things. So Monster Hunter 3, or 3 Ultimate, is kind of a game, and I'll talk through a little bit what I'm doing here first real quick. You got the map, just anything you can get from the supply blocks that you can use right away. They're great. Some things you get to take with you, some you don't. Good practice is to pick up the rations and eat them immediately, because that gives you extra stamina. Stamina is key, especially for a hammer user. Now, I made it pretty much all the way through Monster Hunter 3, and it is a grindy kind of action RPG. There's a lot to like about it, and the Ultimate Edition brings more monsters, all kinds of stuff. New missions, new quests. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and carve this guy while this other guy tries to hit me. Probably a bad idea. Yeah. So take care of that real quick, but as I was saying here, it's pretty much you kill things, you knife them, you get items. And pretty much you gather resources from the area. And the areas are the same, but they change based on the mission. I know some people say, oh my god, there's loading screens between areas. That's been a Monster Hunter thing forever. Not a lot you can do. And I could say the first Monster Hunter I played was on the PlayStation, but that was way, way, way after the servers had closed, so I don't really count that as doing a lot of anything. I did play Monster Hunter Try with the Wii online quite a bit. Pretty much killed every boss you could, although I didn't get all the equipment because I didn't feel like farming. How far am I going to take this series? My goal is to go through the game, go through all the major boss fights. But I'm just doing some quick farming here just to give me a chance to talk before combat. So, I'm going into this game not totally blind. Like I said, I did play the prior iteration, but there are monsters that are new to me, and there's a possibility they're going to look me in the face. And if that happens, that's okay, because part of Monster Hunter is dying. Now, the Ultimate Edition also has higher ranks as well, which is something Try did not, so I'm excited about that, even though it's technically recolors, reskins, any of that. What you get to see as well is just the game progressing. I put 200 hours into the Wii iteration of this game, which is good, real good. But, I mean, this game is... it's more of the same. If you're a fan of it, it's great. If you're not a fan or you don't know much about it, you can just take a look. I've been told that the hammer is a pretty good starter weapon. Partially because of... oh, that's a bigger Jaggia. So I think... yeah, I was fighting the minis before, so I gotta actually attack the bigger guys now. And I don't know if it is the best starter weapon. It's a weapon I like quite a bit. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can screw up a group. And there we go. You're dead. Yeah, that had to hurt. See, the problem with this hammer is that... oh boy. It's easy to miss, and when you do miss, it's easy to actually beat the crap out of your teammates and throw them high in the air, something you'll see me do from time to time. Sometimes for fun, sometimes because I screw up. And we'll go over some missions as well that kind of show some strengths of the hammer. Did that guy already despawn? That sucks, because I was hoping to skin him. but it's kind of hard when you got little guys on your face. So yeah, these are mini jaggies. You actually just hit me. Yeah, there we go. You can go flying now. Yeah, pretty much you just want to collect items and go and kill stuff. But with the hammer, I mean, its strength is that it can knock out opponents really well, and you'll probably be able to see here when enemies get dazed. It's one of the most important status ailments you can give on an enemy. When you daze them, you hit them in the head and they just kind of wobble around unable to do anything. So a hammer's important, but hammers can't cut tails. Hammers have a tendency to screw up other players, so if you have multiple hammer users against a boss, you can do it with some bosses. My item pouch is full already. Oops. So let's look at my item pouch, because I brought a lot more with me than I need here. Probably want the honey, don't want some of these things. Let's go ahead and get rid of the ration. Let's go ahead and get rid of the mini whetstone. I know they're free, but mine comes pretty easily. I'll keep the map for now. And I'll keep the other stuff. I'm just keeping the map for y'all's benefit. There is an option on the Wii U version of this to have everything display on the gamepad. You can't play this game off gamepad. Okay, this is going to be a little more. Yay, okay, so here's everybody. You get to see my rusty Monster Hunter skills at work. Yep. So see, the problem with that is that you have such slow recovery that you can really hurt yourself there. So I'm more of a... I like the triple pound, I like the medium charge attack like that. You see, I just dazed that guy. And now it's pretty much free hits. So let's see here. Can I sneak in a quick carve? Maybe. You gotta get through the whole animation, so these guys don't have great items. And I'm gonna have plenty of opportunity to get stuff from them later. But yeah, you can tell this is a Wii port. I mean, some of the graphic fidelity is better than others. Ouch. Not a big deal, though. Okay. Yeah, you go do your animation. That's fine. Yeah, like the little jaggy, they don't look as good as some of the detailed other guys, but, you know, you take what you can get. I mean, it's a port. They scaled it up from the 3DS engine or vice versa, so that's all pretty impressive. Let's see, I got them. I'm going to need to sharpen my weapon here in a second. See, and I got rid of my mini whetstone, so LOL at me for doing that. Somehow you can sharpen a hammer, and it gains back ability. Sharpness is actually another very important stat, because if your weapon loses sharpness, you stop doing damage, or nearly as much damage. So let's see. You're just going to have a bunch of whetstones like a piece of crap. Alright, iron ore, I can use that. Iron ore, I can use that. So I don't need to be packing the whole camp with me and going through here. And I don't need to get many bones right now, because most of the bones I need to upgrade my hammer are going to be coming from enemies. What in the world? Is that another bone pile? Let's see. Don't know what that is. Yeah, just another bone. So that's... I'm pretty good on bones, unless I want to make the bone armor, and I'm not sure if that's what I want to do just yet. So if I were Jagia... There we go. Nice little draw attack. To the triple pounds. There we go! And with these kill quests, as soon as you kill the guy, it's over. With item gathering quests, which is one we're going to do next, it's not over. So let's get a Jagia hide for that. Can I carve you twice? Wow, okay. I will take that. I probably should have gone after that ore patch, because once the mission ends and the music starts, you only have limited time before you strike a pose and call it a day. So did I get that in time? Iron ore. Oh, earth crystal, I actually do want you. For the bone, yes. Wow, this is taking a really long time. Stone. Wow. Okay. We don't... Screw it. There's gonna be plenty of time for stones. Wow. Okay, there we go. Mission ended. You don't even get to see me strike a pose. You get to see things attacking me. But you get the quest complete symbol. So pretty much you have... That's basic kill quest. And this is just going to be a quick look here. Anytime you finish a mission... Oh, that's cool if they actually give you... I don't know if that's a picture from my mission or not. Probably when I was getting my ass kicked somewhere. But you do get items that you can send to your inventory. And these are all important because they're crafting items. And honey's great because you use that to mix into making other items, which is another aspect. I'm more of a demonstrative player with this. You'll kind of see it as it goes along. So, I mean, item combining, we'll get to that when we get to that. Killing strategies, we'll get to that when we get to that. Farming, we're going to get to that probably here in a minute. Yeah, crops ready, so we'll get to farming right now. One of the nice things about the single-player village, there is an online village which we'll be visiting as well, but probably my favorite part of the single-player village, other than the free hunting later in the game, is the farm. Now, it doesn't look like much right now, but you can grow things while you're out on quests, and it's a really nice thing to do just to sort of build up, because it's not always, you're not always going to be able to, let's see here, so cultivate, what is done? Okay, so that's nice. Apparently I don't know how to check the crop box, there we go. So yeah, I may not have time in a multiplayer mission to pick 5, 10, 15 mushrooms. People are like, come on, get on with it, we're done, move, move, move. But here, I can just do whatever I want. So let's see here. Parashroom is good, ivy is good. I'm trying to remember what I need. Let's go ahead and grow some ivy. So I probably want more of that. We'll use some dung, and these are all things that you can get. Just items you pick up, because yes, poop is very important for growing. But yeah, pretty much that's farming. You get items, you'll be able to grow a lot more things. There's farming cats and a pig. Whoopity-doo. It's cool. So let's see, now we got... We're just going to do another mission here. Like I said, I just want to give you a brief look. I probably should just dump my inventory real quick. This is a habit of mine. I like to pack rat some things, but I think I got enough honey to last me for a long time. So, well, no, we're not removing, we're storing items. So for those of you who may have been on the fence for something like Monster Hunter Tri or the Wii U in general, I mean, if you haven't played this game before, there is a good amount of grinding involved, but the combat is just so good. I mean, it's one of those games where you hear people say, "Man, I really want auto-targeting," and I think maybe somewhere the Wii U edition does have auto-targeting, but I don't use it. It's not because I'm super elite badass or anything like that. It's just because it's more fun to me. You get to go around, really try and aim your hits, and aim for parts of the body. It's an interesting part of the challenge. So it's here. There's your guild mission provider. We got to get through some of these missions before we unlock more. I'm going to do the Kelby horns next, though. Reason being is that it's going to give us a little bit of a chance to explore. Red missions, by the way, if you have a red tab over your head, that means it's a kill mission. Green is a gathering mission. And what we're going to do here is sort of display the strength of the hammer, one of the things I like it, which is its ability to stun. And I remember when Tri came out, a lot of people getting very upset because they couldn't figure out how to do this mission, because they were going in there with the default weapon, which was the Great Sword. And you can stun things with the Great Sword because this is a mission that's all about stunning. But it's way easier to stun things with the sword and board or sword and shield or the hammer. So we're going to do that with the hammer today because you don't want to kill these things. You just want to take their horns. So, yeah, this is the first area in multiple areas. I don't know what additional areas have been added, if any, to Tri Ultimate. But usually there's Kelby here in the free range. That doesn't seem to be the case here. But I'm going to take every opportunity I can to get more. Because right now I am going on the hammer, or the bone hammer path. And Ore is going to be good for me, mainly for armor. I'm going to need a lot of it, so anytime you have an opportunity to see ore, get ore, you want to do it. So let's see, here's our Kelby. Now they can be hard to hit, but all you want to do with the hammer, all you really got to do with the hammer is just hit them. And then, oh, it's a cute little creature, I'm cutting off its horn. Simple. One more time. Said, I actually don't think I can kill these things with the hammer because the way the damage calculation works in this game is that it will calculate, okay, did you stun the guy first? There's stun damage, there's weapon damage, all kinds of stuff. There's people that theory craft this stuff way better than me. What it boils down to is that I will hit them and trigger the stun before I can kill them with the hammer. So see, look at that. Quest info, we have 3 Kelby horns, I believe. Simple. Yep. So we get a little bonus for having an extra horn, I believe. Well, since the honey's right there, I was just saying I don't need to get a ton more, because I've gotten some from quest, but the moment you stop farming honey is the moment you'll need it later. And the reason you do want honey, and I'll go ahead and show this. Just pull up the combo list here, something we can do with the tablet but not show up there, so I actually want you all to be able to see this. Is with the combo list is that you use a herb and a blue mushroom to make a potion. To make a mega potion you need a regular potion and honey. Mega potions are excellent early game. And pretty easy to make. So as you see in my inventory I have 10 mega potions, some well done steak, a barbecue spit so that I can actually cook things later, 1 ration which I don't really need right now. So I'm just going to keep going through some missions here. We're going to do probably 1 more and I'll cut off this video just because I want to start getting to some of the bigger, more grand missions, I guess. Yeah, I mean I personally enjoy the crap out of the Monster Hunter kind of game here, but it's not for everyone. I mean, if you don't like doing some of these kind of repetitive tasks, or if you can't get through the early game, which it does take some time to get through the early game, then it may not be the game for you, but there is a lot to like, and in this video we're really just scratching the surfaces of just very basic questing. In fact, I probably should just call this video basic questing. Kelby horns, which are good for a lot of things. Raw meat, which are good. Warm pelts, so that's more crafting material. And field horn, we're not going to be using that too much, and even more honey, so look at all that stuff we have. There's other bonus you can get here, so quest fee, main quest reward, and other things that we'll get to later. So, save progress. It's nice that they prompt you to save every time after a mission now. Or maybe they did that in the original, I don't know. So, all we're going to do now is we're just going to jump. Well, let's see here. We got people wanting to talk to us, probably this little kid saying, no, not fish mistress. We don't need you yet. Hey, I'm having a fishing contest with my brother who catches legendary goldfish. He wants to use Kelby dung and golden fish, so snake V larva and no, I don't want to talk to you. There we go. So I already got an item from one of these kids, and this is just another quest that I guess we can go ahead and do and show another aspect of this game, although I suck at it. Let's see here. So we have the snake V larva, and I gotta remember what the other part is of that equation. The mega fishing fly, probably not. Maybe it is just the snake V larva, but yeah, pretty much what you want to do for that is go and use it. I'm totally screwing up this commentary all of a sudden. We'll get there. Yeah. But there's fishing in this game, and I'm terrible at it. And there's a few quests where, unfortunately, it is necessary, so I'm probably going to do that off camera just because I suck. I don't want to have y'all sit there and be drooling at my inventory. So let's see here. Sunken treasures. No. Guts, it's what's for dinner. Deliver 3 monster guts. golden fish opportunity. Over 3 golden fish, I do not like that. 8 red coral stones. That's an easy item gathering quest. Yeah, let's do sunken treasures. It gives us a nice look at the sort of swimming in this game, which swimming works pretty well. But yeah, you're not going to unlock some of the more complicated quests until you do some of the basics. So this is the last basic quest I'm going to do in this video. We're actually not going to use the map this time, just because I want to have that available. We are going to take fishing harpoons, though, and a mini oxygen supply, which is very nice that they give you that for an underwater mission. I bet they used to do that, and I just ignored it. So same thing as always, stay on there first. And we are going to take a shortcut, if I can actually find a damn harpoon. There we go. Where's the shortcut? Is this the shortcut? I believe it is right here. It's been a while. It's gonna come back to me though. There we go. So if we're doing a fishing thing like this, we gotta go actually deep into the water. There we go. So we've gone from Zone 5 to Zone 9. If you're unfamiliar with this game, this probably doesn't mean a lot to you, but we jumped halfway across the map. And if you really want me to use the markers and all that, I'll be happy to. I mean, I don't mind picking up the map. I don't really need it. So let's see. We are on a quest for coral stones. I don't even really need the fishing harpoon. We do have some relatively docile creatures, so I'm not going to worry too much about them because they're not really going to attack me. We do have our air supply if we need it, and I can actually mine underwater right here, so I may just do that. Because once again, at least in the early game, anytime I see ore places, you gotta hit it. And there were some times in Monster Hunter Tri where I was aiming for some very specific ores, and you just have to reload the same mission again and again and again to get the ores up. So yeah, it is a definitely a Japanese RPG grind fest in some aspects, but then you get the other goofy things like, hey look, I have a ton of... Okay, those sharks aren't so docile, but I am swimming with a gigantic hammer, and yet it doesn't matter. So let's see, there are coral here. I'm not sure where. Don't tell me, they used to be nice and bright red, they may be in the next zone. I'm pretty sure that's not coral, I'm pretty sure that's bone. So yeah, we'll just swim to the next zone real quick. Because surely... Are you coral? No, you're probably bone. I feel so dumb. Oh, black coral. Not bad. Probably bone. No, red coral stone. So I was totally wrong. And now I just got hit by a shark. Yeah, I know, I give super exciting commentary. So you are going to get harpooned in a moment. Kind of suck with the harpoon, but there you go. Pokey, pokey, pokey. This is where actually having a gun underwater would be really nice. There we go. So see, no targeting reticule, you just gotta aim it yourself. Okay, come on. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that wasn't worth it. Just hit you that way. So you can't even harvest them there. That sucks. Alright, well, I am running a little low on air. And apparently I can't tell coral from little bone waste things, so... Broken shell. So pretty much I'm going to be farming this area for a little bit. Not the most exciting watching in the world. But that's the name of the game, though. It's just there's gathering quests, there's kill quests, there's all kinds of stuff. Plenty to see and do in the world of Monster Hunter. And this is just the offline progression. If okay, I'm actually going to focus on the coral first. If I can swim. Sorry for the camera sickness all of a sudden. I promise you it hurts me a little more than it hurts you. There we go. So see, underwater camera fun. And I'm probably getting pretty close. So yeah. Broken shell. How? Where's my inventory at? 6 and I need 8. So see, some of these missions really early are just fast, fast, fast. You can knock them straight out. Okay. Unfortunately, if I can't get to this mining node right, I'm not going to be able to get this stuff. But yeah, pretty much what happens is that you think swimming's annoying now. There's bosses that you have to fight underwater. Yeah. And the bosses in this game, as you'll see in the next video, because we're going to be starting the next video with the first boss, or the first what you call real legit boss, is no joke. Well, the first boss is you learn the game through him, and you learn a lot of mechanics. Because I was familiar with the hammer from prior entries of the series, it didn't take me that long to get used to him. But other times, other monsters, other quests, they do take a lot of work, and it is the meat and potatoes of this game. Probably the best part of Monster Hunter 3 is that it's a lot like Shadow of the Colossus in the way that it really highlights boss fights. Not to the point that boss fights are the only thing you do, but that's what it's all about. So let's see here. We are... Yeah, we don't need to do this. Unfortunately, there's no Hearthstone kind of thing. So I was hoping that I could show you something else down here. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. That's kind of a shame. Alright. But yeah, this is kind of the end of the zone. Do we actually have... We should have the 8 that we need. So let's just make it back to the start. Oh wow, I can actually... That's right, I can do a barrel roll with my hammer on my back. It's important for dodging. So we're just going to run our way back to the beginning, and I'm just going to go ahead and call this a video. So I hope you all have at least enjoyed, thought of, pondered Monster Hunter 3. We're going to be doing plenty more of this, though, and the action is going to heat up. So I look forward to demonstrating this game to you. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun with friends as well. But you got to get through the basics first. It's before you get to the big stuff. Does that make sense as I start to sort of pass out? So that's it for now. I will see you all next time.